Hey, fourth graders. Sorry I couldn't be there today. I had to get my knee checked out. So today what you're going to be doing is we need to add a chart to our spreadsheet. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to highlight all of the information that's important to our spreadsheet. So we're going to include our headings and all of the items that you chose and their prices, but we are not going to include the total or the total cost. So I'm going to select from cell A3, my equipment cell, and I'm going to drag down and over through all of the items and prices. Okay, so don't include any of those other cells. I'm just going to click in the middle of A3, drag down and over. Okay, go ahead and pause here until everybody has that part done. Okay, now that I have my information highlighted, now we need to find our chart tool. So in your toolbar, you should see an icon that looks like it has a little frame around it with 3 bars in it that says Insert Chart. Mine is underneath the More button, but you probably do not need to go to More. So yours probably is right on your toolbar and it looks like a chart. And so go ahead and click on that Insert Chart. And you'll notice that it automatically gives me a chart to start with. Now, over here on the left, it automatically put price and labeled that in my chart. And at the bottom, it put equipment and labeled that in my chart because I chose those headings in the spreadsheet. Okay, we want those to stay, but I want to be able to customize and do things to my chart how I want it to look, as well as change the title. The title automatically pulls in that price versus equipment, but we're going to change that to our name and sports equipment like we did just on the spreadsheet page. So up here at the top, there are 3 tabs. Right now you're on the recommendations and it automatically did a bar chart for you. Sometimes you might want to use a pie chart or a horizontal bar chart, but for today we're just going to stick with the straight bar chart, but we're going to go over to the customization tab right up here at the top. So go ahead and click that customization. If you need to pause the video here, go ahead and do that until everybody is set. Okay, so on the customization tab, we have a whole bunch of different things that we can customize about our chart. For the most part, it's already set and brought in all of that information how I want it to be, but there are some things I want to change. So at the very top, the title, price versus equipment, this is where you're going to type your name and sports equipment like we did on the actual spreadsheet itself. So I'm going to change that name of the chart. When I hit tab, it automatically changes it over here on the side. Okay. Also, it automatically keeps my title bold, gives me a size 16. If I wanted to make it italics, I could do that here, but I just like it plain. And then right here, this little color box is where I can change the color of my title over here. So this set of tools is for the title and it will let me format only the title. Okay. The next part is the legend. The legend you can think of as like the key of a chart, just like on a map has a legend or a key. Right here where it says price and it's in blue, it just is showing me that those blue bars mean that's how much those items cost, okay? You can change the legend position if you want to be on the top, bottom, inside, or none. And you can also change like what font color it is. I'm just going to leave all of that alone. The font would change the font on my entire chart. Right now it defaults to Arial, but if you wanted to choose something else, you could. I'll just choose one so you can see that it changes the font in my chart, but it's for everything in the chart. So that's where you would change that. Next is the background. And you can push pause throughout this video whenever you need to let people play. I'm just going to discuss what each thing is. Background is the background color of my chart. Now remember that if I choose a color for my background, I still need to be able to see the writing, the title, the bars. So if I chose this blue color and my bars are blue, it's very hard to see or read. So I would have to either change all of the colors of everything else, or I want to make sure that I choose a light color or something that's going to be offset for each other. Okay. Next is the features, and all this does is it lets me maximize, there's different things. You can try the check boxes if you want. It just reverses or does different things. But you can try those features. I don't like to play with those. I just leave my bars alone. And then keep scrolling down until you see the red word axis. Okay, so the axis, the horizontal axis is displaying my equipment, my items. Okay, if I wanted to make any changes right now to the title is talking about down here, if I wanted to make changes to anything, if I wanted those to also match my purple or whatever, the equipment would be the title. And then the axis labels are these, the volleyballs, hockey sticks, basketballs, mini, whatever. If I wanted to change those also to match, I would need to change both of those. Now, if I change all those, but these ones are still black, I need to actually choose a different axis. So in this box next to the word axis where it says horizontal, I can click on left vertical, and that would give me options to change my prices, the price color, and all of that. So these boxes now, if I change those, would be for my left vertical axis and making changes there. Okay. Now I'm going to keep scrolling down. Oh, one other thing that the other group brought up, right, let's see here, where was that? Can't remember where it was. Oh, data labels, sorry. Data labels, so down now to the series. The series is these blue bars. If I wanted to now change those to match everything else, I could change that color here. And then also, that looks terrible. Also, right here where it says data labels, these bars give me a really good estimate, or if I hover over them, I can see the exact price. But if I didn't know exactly what it was, if I wanted to know the exact price, this data labels is where if I switch this from none to value, it will actually give me the price, the exact price of each of those items in that bar. So that's kind of nice too if you want that. Otherwise, you can keep it none. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's just a nice kind of exact, so you know exactly what each of those bars stands for. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time. Go ahead and customize all of those things. Play with your chart. Get it set. When you're ready, you need to click the blue insert button at the bottom. Okay, push pause here until everybody has that done. And you're all set. So now you have your chart, it's in your spreadsheet, but you'll notice that it automatically put it in and covered up kind of your information. So all you need to do is hover your mouse kind of over on the side somewhere in the blank area where I still just have that regular white mouse pointer. If I click, it turns it into a hand like it's grabbing my chart, and then I can move it over so that now I can see my chart with a visual of my data and the data on the left-hand side in my spreadsheet. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope you're able to get your chart customized. And if you need to make changes to it, you can click on this edit and go ahead and edit your chart, or in this little arrow here, you can say advanced edit and it will take you all the way back out here to that customization and make other changes. So good luck and thank you so much, and make sure you thank our wonderful sub for today. Thank you so much.